Finally, after last week's fiasco of going in on Joe and then backpedaling and then more clubhouse talking, we finally have Wack 100 breaking down the lawsuit between Liza Rios and Fat Joe and holding Joe accountable. Wack and his clubhouse group finally discuss in detail the lawsuit, and Wack admits what Joe did. Man, roll the clip.
But how did you feel when you kind of like knew the story? Like that he kind of like, did it put a bad taste in your mouth for him at that time, or did you just kind of let it be known, like, man, he gonna do what he does, you know?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I had to fight tears because her and her daughter was in front of my face in my office. It was f***ed up, looking her in her eyes, seeing that pain. But you got, them people was homeless in shelters. No food to eat, no car to drive, nothing.
Yo, did you guys
So the ugliest part about that is this. Palm been dead 20-something years. That was just 6 years. They don't know what they collected the other 14 without paying her. It's over those last 6 years, $4 million was made. So if we did that math, right? If we did that math, we got 6 and 4, another 14. So let's just say 4, 8, 12. That's 4, 8, another 10. At minimum, it's another 10 million. 50% go to her, 5. So let's just say it was $7 million. $14 million accumulated and $7 million owed to her. But that came in, that should have been going to her. You know what I'm saying? So you go 7 million divided by the 20. That on the low, that's $350,000 a year. That's $29,000 a month. That's enough. Won't be homeless in the shelter, for sure.
Yo, they did it.
And Lord knows what pub deals they went and did and all that kind of crazy.
Man, they tried to do her dirty, but he lost and she won.
Yo, Wack, they said she had the choice either 2 million or the whole catalog. She jumped on that catalog, huh? She said, I need that shit. Give me that
they
shit
didn't
back.
say if you go get the paperwork, the civil work, he had said that he gave her $1 million already, right? That they gave her $1 million already. So the judge said, all right, well, show us where you gave her the $1 million. Couldn't show it. You know what I'm saying? So, and remember, this is just going back those 6 years. They'd have did that whole 20-something years, it would have been what was collected. A whole lot of more money involved. You don't know what licensing deals didn't happen, pub deals didn't happen. You don't know what using samples, remixing, all that. All that's money.
So she got a 10-piece out there.
Yeah, she had like 7 to 10 million floating out there. I mean, well, like dude said, we pay him, he's supposed to pay her. He wasn't wrong with that. Unless there was a letter of direction in that said he was supposed to pay them, payment was supposed to come from Joe.
Yeah, go directly to her. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it take a whole lot for a judge to take a portion of a deal from him. Remember, the dude just said that they was at 50-50. And then she never had a choice. She didn't have a choice to take the $2 million to get in the catalog or less money. The judge only allowed her to collect like going 6 or 7 years back when dude couldn't provide the $2 million up from the $4 million that it came in. When he couldn't just cut that check, the judge awarded her the catalog.
So he kept giving him the time to try to at least provide some kind of statement that wasn't altered or anything to give him the opportunity to save himself, and he couldn't do that, huh?
You can't show it would never happen. They got forensics accountants involved, bro, so you can't go make up no bank statements. They gonna go see where that went, what day it was pulled, was it a cashier's check, who was made out to, was that check deposited into an account, was it a wire, all that.
So, she was supposed to be getting like $29,000 a month?
What you say? Yeah, if you'd have did like the overall, it's near 20, 30 a month, 7 million.
I just did the math for 20 years. He been gone 22 years. I just did it for 20 years. They damn near owe her $6.9 million.
Near 7 million. Yeah. Because it was a 50-50. It was 50-50. It was a 50-50 down the middle. You know what I'm saying?
How much is that catalog worth?
There you have it. So that means 14 was collected somewhere around there.
How much you think that catalog worth?
Yeah. So now she got the whole catalog in its entirety. No strings attached. 100%.
What is that? What is that value that his catalog?
I mean, think about it. She's able to do movies, TV series. She can license his music out. She can service his music. You know, we gonna remix an album, add Latin artists to the songs. She can score music in movies. So, you know.
Oh, yeah, so she about to re-rock and backdoor the whole bag then.
Yeah, well, that's where I came in at.
Oh, yeah, that
Because
shit
when
about to
nobody,
get sweet for her.
every time she went in the door, they act like they was gonna do it, and then all of a sudden, start shying away. You know, when you want to do something, they only shy away from it for a certain reason. You know, when you got a little say-so in the industry, little power control, you know, that's how that works.
So one thing Wack did get right that I was wrong about was that Liza never did get an option about the $2 million or the catalog. After releasing my video of breaking down the court transcripts, I had an exchange with Liza on Instagram where she told me I did a good job breaking down the facts, and I told her people deserve to know the truth, but she did correct me on the part that I got wrong and said the following. One thing was off though. I didn't have an option to take the $2 million or get the rights for less money. They found over $2 million that was owed to PUN, but I was only able to collect 6 or 7 years back, which was a small fraction of what was really owed. He is the one that has to pay, but he worked it out so that he had Jelly Bean pay the settlement. He had no choice but to give up 100% of his rights to the publishing side and the master side, which is Sony, because he breached his co-publishing contract with PUN. Because of this, I own the PUN catalog and I now get direct payment. Also have access 100% control on the master side, Sony. Jelly Bean has 25% of the catalog, but he has no control and gets direct payment. I thought they didn't really ask Wack how he felt about Joe after getting all the information now, and they didn't mention Joe's name either. It definitely wasn't as harsh as the first audio we heard, and it wasn't as easy as the backpedal. It was in the middle. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Did Wack finally hold Joe accountable, or did he take it easy on him still? Put your thoughts down in the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe, and stay connected with Panda Chop News. Peace!